sweetness to it, and we also can add more sugar to taste. So I think it does balance out. Don't be blaming turkey. Okay, we're adding some dark soy sauce. Oops. Okay, so... Ooh, gotta turn that down. It's gonna start kind of sticking to the bottom because of the sugar that we're adding, so I gotta be careful that I don't let it burn, because that would ruin the whole thing. It's already sticking a little bit. Ooh, interesting. Oh, it smells very good. So we have the spicy and the onion in here, but now there's a little bit of sweet and salty. I have a feeling this is going to be really good. I have a good feeling about this, guys. Okay, so we've added in our ketchup and our dark soy. And now we're going to add in our... Oh, she said you can add some salt and sugar. Let's have a taste and see where we're at. Sweeter. And that somehow, even though it's spicy, woo, it is really spicy. The sweetness kind of helps balance it out a little bit. Okay, let's add in some ground beef. So I have like about half a pound of ground beef. And then I just did. Okay, so we're gonna add in some ground beef and break it up and mix it. And let that cook a little bit. The spicier the better. Well, we are adding a lot of other stuff to it, you know? So we're gonna be adding pasta. We're gonna be adding, well, I'm adding beef right now. There's shrimp. There's also gonna be carrots and cabbage. So there's other stuff going into it. So it's okay, I think, that it's kind of strong flavored right now. What kind of muffins? You said good ones. Oh, I'm sure they were delicious. I'm sure they were very good. I haven't made muffins in a long time. Maybe I should make some muffins. Oh, guys, I was thinking about making our dog-friendly cake tomorrow for Digital Meow Mix, but I haven't been able to get a hold of her, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. We'll have to push that to another week. Let me see. I know. Pasta with shrimp is delicious. It's delicious. Okay. I don't know if I'm up for the Queen for Bitter Dan. I don't know if I'm up for the beef Wellington. Whew, that is a lot. I could maybe reach out to Wriggleton. It's kind of short notice on the chicken Devon. Or I could go ahead and try to do a baked good, which I often like to do baked goods on Thursdays. Let me look at the Queen Amman. Let me look at the Queen Amman recipe and see if it's doable for tomorrow. Because if it is, I'm trying to get a move on these meal redemptions. Because you guys have given me so many of them that I'm thrilled to do, but it's a lot, and I need to make sure that I make a dent in them so that I don't totally like flounder, and just like fall way behind. I have about 14 or so on my list, which is quite a lot. So I want to make sure that I'm taking care of business, you know what I mean? What's up, SoCoast Bar? Hello. Nice to meet you. We're doing great. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so I added in the ground beef. We're gonna let that cook a little bit. Yeah, watching some yummy food being made. We are making macaroni goreng tonight, which is a kind of a like a spin on a Southeast Asian classic. So kind of like a mee goreng, like a fried noodles, but instead of like whatever noodles those use, because I don't know, we're using like elbow pasta. Basil pesto, shrimp, and penne pasta. Yeah, perfect. I think like some fresh basil and some shrimp and some cherry tomatoes and some olive oil and some garlic. And that is like a delicious pasta. I'm so hungry. I can't wait for this to be done. DL, is it made with real elbows? Yes, they're freshly grated. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so our beef is cooking. Our sauce is kind of thickening. So now it looks almost looks like a bolognese kind of. Like it's almost like a Southeast Asian inspired bolognese. We got like a meat sauce here. I guess it's not tomato based, but it's kind of funny because it looks, yeah, it looks like a meat sauce, except the base is onion and chili instead of tomato. Incorporating some vegetables into the sauce, and then we're going to be adding some cabbage as well. I love that. I feel like this is going to be awesome. What do you think about the concept of HelloFresh? It's funny you should ask that. I was sponsored by them 2 weeks ago, and I did, I like demoed their boxes. I think they're pretty good. I wish I could offer you my coupon code. Oh no, a HelloFresh question. Ban, ban. No, just kidding. I think they're good for some people. I don't think they're a good fit for everyone. Are you thinking about trying it? No, Erasmus is just kidding. So I was sponsored by them a couple weeks ago. I wish I could give you my coupon code because I had a really nice discount for the first week and free shipping, but I'm done with my campaign, so I don't have a code for you. If you look around though, you might find other streamers who might be sponsored and they might have an active code right now. But I think it's good. I think that it's not good for everyone. I am from the States. Oh yeah, it was US only. So if you're from out of the country. HelloFresh always gives lots of ginger. So, okay, I don't think it's perfect for everyone, but I think for some people it's great. I think for people who want to learn how to cook and maybe aren't fully confident in like trying new recipes and stuff like that, it's really good for getting your feet wet and helping you kind of get acquainted with a recipe, but also it kind of guides you a little bit by having things pre-measured and stuff like that. It's very good. I think for people who are cooking for a big family or cooking in bulk, like maybe they like to meal prep for themselves, it won't really be that good of a fit because it's more for someone cooking like, you know, for the day. I don't know. Yeah, their recipe cards do for sure have replay value. They do. Yeah, they give you a guide. So here, I have my recipe cards still. They give you these cards, right? And they show you what the dish is supposed to look like. And then it tells you like all the ingredients. So if you really liked it, you could go out and buy them and make it yourself. And then on the back, they have instructions. So they have a recipe with pictures. And so it's like pretty straightforward, you know? And so that's why I said it's pretty good for someone who like wants to learn how to cook and maybe isn't quite confident in their ability yet. And the other people that I think it would be great for is people who want to cook like on a date. I think like a stay-in date where you guys cook a HelloFresh is the cutest because it's easy. You don't have to worry too much about technique, and then you get like a nice meal to eat together. I think it would be perfect for like a dating couple who wants to do an activity together. I haven't had their desserts or extras. I didn't think that the desserts or extras had a good price point, so I wasn't really that interested in trying them. As far as price point for the meals, I think they're okay. You could obviously cook for cheaper if you were trying to, but if you have the budget for it, I think it's like good and easy. No, it's a prank. You've been batted. Yeah, anyone can bat anyone. Nothing happens. It's just for fun. He is a butt, after all. Okay, so I added our shrimp in here, and I'm gonna cook that. Shrimp doesn't take too long to cook. Can you super bad? I don't have a super bad command. Thanks, Erasmus, for throwing the Discord there. Feel free to jump in at anybody who wants to. Yeah, a super bad is just called a ban. Okay, so once our shrimp is starting to turn pink, we'll know it's almost ready. I like that shrimp has like a doneness indicator. You just look at the color. Once it's pink, you know it's ready. Easy. RIP banana filter. I'm not saying it can never come back, but I do kind of need to maybe upgrade like my video card. I know, I miss the banana filter too. I don't care about any of the other filters. I just want the banana back. So maybe I can look into doing it. The problem, what happened to Banana Zobo? I can work on putting it back. The problem is that once the camera is being used for SnapCam, I'm forced to run the camera through SnapCam. So I can't use the camera in OBS and then also have SnapCam using the camera. I have to run the camera through SnapCam and then use SnapCam into OBS. And so I felt like it was slowing down my camera, and I felt like I was getting like I felt like I was having issues with the quality and with the speed of the camera settings. And I don't know, I was like, let's just simplify. Let's just get rid of it and maybe bring it back another time. It's been 35 years. No, I'm with you guys. I'm not arguing with you. Like, I'm not reluctant to do it. The only thing that matters to me, though, is making sure that we don't lose quality. I can try it, and I can see if it'll work. We can do it. Hey, Saturn. Wow, 3 years? Saturn, 3 years? 1 month, 1 week, 5 days, 22 hours, 30 minutes, and 12 seconds. Rumple, your celebrity lookalike is Ben Affleck. It's like Pawn Stars. I'll give you $10 for that banana filter. 3 years, that is an eternity. Okay, our shrimpies are just about done. Haven't been here in a while though. That's okay. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back. Best I can do is 50 cents. I like, my husband was really into Pawn Stars for a while, and I was like so irritated because he'd be watching Pawn Stars all the time. I'd be like, make it stop. Oh, it's such a cheesy show. Thanks, Soju. We visited the Pawn Stars store when we were in Vegas. We went there. Andrew! Wow! Andrew, thank you so much for 3 years. of subs. Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the support. If you want me to draw you something, please let me know. Thank you, Andrew. Guys, please go give Andrew Cooks a follow. My dear friend, it's good to see you. Oh, Chumley in the background. Yeah, we watched so much of that show. I've seen so many episodes of Pawn Stars. Oh my god. And we went to the store. We went to the store. None of them were there. It was just like regular employees. I'm assuming they only come in when they're shooting. Okay. So our sauce is looking good. It's kind of brown and it's kind of like thickened into like a bit of a paste. We've got beef, carrots, chili, onions, shrimp, lots of like very delicious, flavorful stuff going on in there. They shoot in a studio? No, they shoot it at the shop. I'm pretty sure they shoot it at the shop. Or wait, you're saying they? No, I'm pretty sure they do. They used to. It's a studio now. Wait, what? Okay, well, I guess I haven't watched like newer ones. So did they try to make it look like the shop? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna add in a big plop of macaroni. And I'm also gonna add a big handful of cabbage. Yeah, I'm not like super keen on it, but like I said, my husband got really into it, so we were watching a lot of it. A prawn shop. That's gonna be my husband's next obsession. Prawn stars. Okay, so like half a cup of cabbage or something like that, just like a nice handful of cabbage. Okay, so now we've got a big pile of macaroni and pasta. I'm gonna break up our pasta and mix everything together and let our cabbage kind of wilt a little bit. Hoju. Hoju. I'd only watch it at hotels in desperation. What do you guys watch when you're in a hotel? That's a good question. When you guys are staying at a hotel, what do you turn the TV to? If you're like me, I don't have cable, so I don't watch cable at home ever. So the only times I see cable is when I'm at someone else's house or I'm traveling. I don't have it at my own home. I want to do like more cabbage, I think. I think more veggies is good. I have never had cable in my life. You watch trash TV at hotels? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the answer I was hoping for. What kind of trash TV? Okay, Pineapple Bob watches YouTube and Twitch. Fine. There's elbows in there. Yeah, they're freshly grated. I turn it straight to Cartoon Network. No joke. Straight to Cartoon Network. Noodle! There she is! I was stalling. I was like, I hope she's okay. I was like, I guess something came up, but I had to move forward. Spicy. It's a little spicy. I don't think my husband's gonna like it. It's too spicy for him. It's good, but my mouth is on fire. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar because I think I'm gonna add a little bit more dark soy and a little bit more sugar because I think the sugar possibly helps temper the spice. Yeah. Rebel, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Aladdin's Girl. Thank you for the support tonight, dude. I appreciate it. Tonight and every night. Rachel Ray, 30-minute meals. I also do like watching like Food Network stuff as well. That is definitely like comfort cable for sure. I could like fall asleep to that kind of stuff. Adding a little bit of white sugar. You gotta eat here? No, I haven't. Is it kind of like a diners, drive-ins, and dives kind of thing where they're visiting restaurants? That is a dream job, dude, to just travel the country or the world talking about all the food that everyone else should try. That's the dream. Wait, why are you barfing? Wait, was that supposed to be diners, wait, hang on. Diners, drive-ins, and dives? I always forget what order it's in. You can't stand how fake Guy Fieri is? You're joking. Tell me you're joking. You can't stand his character? Can I tell you something? It's not a character. I used to hate Guy Fieri so much. I used to think he was the biggest loser ever. And then I heard a podcast with him that literally I was like, dude, I love this guy. And I have been a Guy Fieri fan ever since. Like, I just can't stand him then. I think he is genuinely like a nice, good person. And I think he like genuinely is that kind of, I think that's his genuine personality. Like, I'll see if I can find like a video or a link to something. If you just don't like him, then you just don't like him. But I always thought he was putting on a show. I always thought his whole like sunglasses, hair, tacky shirts was just like so cringe. But then I listened to a podcast and I listened to like him talk about his life and I realized like, nope, this guy is legit. This guy is the real deal. Like, yeah, it's a reality TV thing though, for sure. But it's totally a shtick. But one of the stories that like changed my mind about him was that I think he's a very hard worker. And he had this story about, here, let me fact check it. Gordon is kind of like that too. Yeah, totally like a persona, right? So, Guy Fieri's first food business was when he was like 10 or 12. He wanted to own a pretzel cart. Aunt Rex met him for the show and he's legit. Oh, that's awesome. I think he's the real deal, honestly. I listened to this podcast episode and I had the same reaction. I was like, this guy is so cringe. Like, this guy is so weird. Like, he should just stop. And then I listened to this episode and I was like, oh my God, I've been such an asshole. This guy's amazing. So I really like him now, personally. Yeah, his American shows, he really butters on the like the mean guy. The British ones, yeah, are better, I think. His American character is really just mean and yeah. Okay, so his pretzel cart thing, the crab rangoon, yeah, did it come out? I mean, did it come out good? So he was on a trip with his family in Lake Tahoe, and he had his first like soft pretzel, and his mind was just blown. He was 10 years old. He said that I guess his parents always cooked like kind of healthy food, so he'd never had like this, he'd never had anything like this before, and he was just totally in love, right? And literally, he was like, I want to run a pretzel cart. And this kid's like 10, right? So he he goes home and him and his dad build his own pretzel cart and they mount it on top of a bicycle, or a tricycle, I guess. And so he rides his like pretzel bike, his pretzel trike around, selling all these pretzels. And he sells so many pretzels that he funds his own study abroad, trip to France. And then that's when he, fell in love with food and kind of developed more of a taste